David Gant was an ordinary poor man, but he played with money for 16 hours a day, yet his own pockets were always empty. In fact, David was a supervisor of an armored car for a security firm called Loomis Fargo, whose job was to transfer millions of dollars between banks. All day he guarded this money, but his salary was barely $8 an hour. How long could he suffocate his dreams and carry the heavy blanket of honesty? One day, David got fed up with this honest life and thought of doing something wrong. This is an interesting story from 1997, Loomis Fargo Heist, in which a key person forced the FBI to launch international manhunt, and this story became the basis for the 2016 Hollywood film Masterminds. Astonishingly, David Gant himself acted in the film based on his own story, and unfortunately, he didn't get paid for it. David Gant was a retired soldier from the Gulf War. He had served his country, and now he was a vault supervisor at an armored car company called Loomis Fargo, meaning cash in hand, empty pockets, and the weight of family responsibilities on his shoulders. He worked 75 to 80 hours a week, but in return, he only got $8.25 an hour. David Gant had grown tired of his frustrations, loneliness, and the frustration of not doing something big were eating him up inside. These were the circumstances that created a strange restlessness in David's heart. Eventually, he started having wrong thoughts. No sooner had the thought of dishonesty entered David's heart than the devil opened a new path before him to take this wrong step, and that path was named Kelly Campbell. Also worked at Loomis Fargo. She was a sharp, bold, and mysterious girl. During the job at Loomis Fargo, she somehow became friends with David, and they often met after office hours. Friendship was so deep that even after Kelly left the job, they continued to meet. One day, Kelly introduced David to her friend Steve Chambers. Steve, he was a small-time criminal who always dreamed of making quick money. When Steve found out that David was the supervisor of an armored vehicle at Loomis Fargo, a wild idea was born in his mind. The idea of stealing money, but to make this idea successful, it was necessary for David to join them, and then both of them started trying to convince David. David Gant, whose intentions were already